All right, guys, I pieced a little video together about autonomy, about what's happening with this industrial revolution that I keep telling you guys about, technology, about job loss, not just on the ports, but around the world. So just bear with me. I put a little video up here with a couple of clips. I'll comment in between those.
Because of it's really important.
But I want you guys to listen to one of our congressmen
how much your life is about to change because of artificial intelligence. This is an enormous tidal wave, and it's going to make landfall years before we thought it would. No one knows if this is going to create more jobs than it obsoletes, but I'm on the Science and Tech Committee, and what I've seen is that the entire tech sector is sprinting this direction because they believe that the winners get to stay in business and the losers don't, which means we are being pushed into a full-scale technological revolution. You're about to see AI everywhere, including politics. There will be lots of high-quality deepfakes in this election. There are safeguards being developed for that kind of misinformation. I've talked to different groups who are working on them, but they're in early stages, and I don't think they're going to be ready in time for this election. So you have to be really careful with video clips on social media like this. Be more careful when you hear from me about whether it's actually me. There's not a great solution to this right now other than your skepticism. On the other hand, our committee's hearing from people saying that regulation of AI could go too far and block all of this innovation. But that's not going to happen.
So that's the problem. So a lot of people are afraid that they're going to block stuff and we're going to lose this technology revolution that we have. Quantum computers and AI, all this new technology, we're going to see like cancer be cured probably within the next few years. Not every cancer, but with quantum computers, they're a million times smarter, faster, and better than a regular computer. And it's because it can read ones and zeros simultaneously, just technological stuff that I can't answer for you. But I can tell you this wave of everything that's happening is here, and it's what I keep preaching about. And if we don't get on board, we're going to be those three kinds of people: the people that watch things happen, the people that make things happen, and then the people that wonder what happened. We don't want to be that third person.
And I'll tell you why. The political will in Congress to do some big regulation of AI just isn't remotely there. The much greater chances that we'll end up doing basically nothing, as we did with the internet and social media and cryptocurrency. So if getting Congress to do anything is going to be really hard, what's the most important thing about AI that we absolutely have to get right? To me, the top of the list is guarding against the intentional misuse of AI, like creating new biological or cryptological weapons. I won't go into detail about that for obvious reasons, but there's some really bad scenarios that could be unlocked, and we need safeguards in place against them right now.
This article from 1958 is about 17,000 longshoremen who were protesting automation on the piers. And if you don't know what longshoremen are, it's because there aren't many of them left. Technology destroyed a lot of those jobs. And yet, we didn't run out of work.
Okay, so you see that. In the 50s, the longshoremen protesting automation, as we've always done. It's not that people aren't into technology and want new technology. It's just that we want jobs too. And for you guys to eliminate jobs that really don't need to be eliminated just because you want to save money. And sometimes I wonder if you're even saving money. It's just, I'm curious about that. But again, let's keep listening here.
Potential risk.
This is another congressman.
The other rewards. And for me,
this is a Senator Blumenthal. I'm sorry.
The biggest nightmare is the looming new industrial revolution, the displacement of millions of workers, the loss of huge numbers of jobs, the need to prepare for this new industrial revolution in skill training and relocation that may be required. And already industry leaders are calling attention to those.
Skill training for the new technology. That's what I'm talking about.
ChatGPT.
Workers, Democrats like Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer are using federal dollars to increase entry-level minimum wages. And now companies like McDonald's are pushing back, employing artificial intelligence to keep costs down and replace entry.
It amazes me now. So McDonald's, probably one of the biggest fast food chain in the world. You look at the profits that these companies make, is just absolutely astronomical. And then these CEOs and executive making these millions and millions of dollars every year and not trickling that out to the employees. That's what baffles my mind, is how much profit do you got to continually make and then use the excuse to get rid of employees. Now, I hear a lot that they can't fulfill these jobs. Well, you can't fulfill the jobs if you keep giving people free money. Why would you want to go to work? This is a major problem that we have. I see job signs everywhere, but it's just like when people I hear people saying they're looking for work. Just because there's jobs out there doesn't mean it's a job for everyone. Now, sometimes you have to take a job no matter what just to make ends meet. I get that. But most people are skilled set and they're looking for a particular line of work that they do, not just any old kind of job that you can take. Let's face it, McDonald's used to be a career for kids, teenagers, getting in, understanding how business works, getting into the work field, learning responsibility. McDonald's was not meant, including Walmart, they were not meant for careers. For people to go in and have an actual career. That's what's insane to me about trying to make these pays just astronomical at these stores for basic stuff. That's why we're bringing in a lot of autonomy for things like that, for basic jobs. But now autonomy wants to come in and take these kind of skilled jobs, which I don't know if they need to do it or not, but it's happening and we need to learn to integrate with this technology or it's going to eat us up.
Workers. Here to react is former CKE restaurant CEO Andy Puzder. Good morning to you. So there's 10 McDonald's locations in Chicago that are testing out artificial intelligence at drive-thrus. So do you think that this could actually be a real trend that continues to possibly take?
You know, people go into
Yeah, absolutely. Look, businesses are like any other entity.
Starbucks for coffee,
Use
but
rent
also
their
people
survival.
take their
They'll do whatever
laptop
they can to survive.
and they go
With
in there to sit
food
down for
costs
interaction,
increasing
to be with
dramatically
people.
because of the Biden
This is just
administration's policies
separating
leading
us
to
so
inflation
much to
generally.
where there's,
Plus,
imagine
wages-
going into McDonald's, there's not
wages
one
are going
person in
up
there. That's
dramatically
eerie
because
to me.
nobody can find
To
employees
sit
there.
down and
The
eat,
incentive
or
is
is
for
that just
people
get
not
your
to
food and
work.
get the hell out of
When you
there?
incentivize people
That's what's
not to work,
crazy to
they
me
don't
about
work.
what's happening.
So you really have restaurants facing a crisis.
Cars and vans cruising without anyone.
Driverless cars, guys.
Arriving shortly.
This is in Phoenix, San Francisco, and now starting in LA, New York.
Driverless vehicles being tested. right
Truckers.
now. Driving company Waymo Via.
Remember when I told you,
Using safety drivers like
not
that,
only is it happening at my port,
basically big
in
rig
2
robots.
years,
And if you look closely,
you're gonna
you
have
can see it's
driverless
not
trucks.
always
Look at
touching the
this.
wheel. Instead, the semi can navigate by itself using a guidance system. 28 cameras
navigate by
and
itself
small
because
radar
it's
sensors
easier to drive on the
that can
highways with
immediately
autonomy.
hear
I have a
the
Tesla and I can tell you with the beta system, this thing takes corners, stops at stop signs. It's absolutely insane what these new autonomous vehicles can do. The robotaxi from Tesla is probably going to be out in the next 2 years. You're talking about a car that you can call, summon, should be 3 to 6 minutes anywhere you live, and it'll take anywhere for about 25 cents a mile, which is about a third of the cost of even you driving your own car. It's insane what's happening. Like I said, all this stuff is good in ways. It's helping us, it's advancing us. But in a lot of ways, it's scaring a lot of people, and I just can't blame people because it's happening so fast right now.
We've heard that before.
There was a spike of automation anxiety in the late 20s, early 1930s when machines.
So you can see, automation's been around for a long time, guys. And I know that we've always said, they've always talked about it. They have always talked about it. What I want to make you guys understand is automation is here right now, man. And it is going to strip a lot of jobs in the next 2 to 3 years. So take a look around you. Look at kind of the automation around your world that you really haven't taken notice of. And then just start thinking about your job. Thinking about, are you safe? Are you completely safe? I hear a lot of people tell me that, like, oh, my job's secure. There's just no way to replace me. Man, there's a way to replace everybody. We got to start coming together, guys, sharing this information. If you guys have any ideas about something you want me to talk about, look into, leave me a comment. And you guys know I go in there, I read everything you guys